Now let's talk about what are the things we should learn when we talk about Selenium or any tool where you want to um, learn automation, right? Um, what are the basic things, advanced thing, topic we should learn, right? So basic architecture about Playwright, why to use it, prerequisite thing, how to install. So I put how much time it will require, right? Writing your test cases. Then there are different actions, how you get the text, how you verify the text, how you take the screenshot, how you work with the browser, minimize, maximize, how you record it, how you can retry the failed test cases, um, how you work with Visual Studio Code, VS Code, drop down thing, how you perform mouse actions, how can you execute your test cases from command line, how you upload the files. If there is a UI where you have to upload file, how it will work. Keyboard actions, you want to perform tab actions, correct? Enter key you want to press, shift key, control key you want to press, how you can do it. Space you want to click. Next element. How you handle the alert if it is coming in the browser. How you handle the frames, iframes, how you shift to other tabs. Some advanced topic related to how you read the data from JSON file, how you generate different kind of report, how you work in page object model way, how you push your code to the GitHub, how you will execute it in Jenkins. Separate session for GitHub and Jenkins also because it is required to understand the whole thing. And then auto execution in CI pipeline, how different integration works. So let me write it. Integration is like this, like browser stack, Source Lab, or Lambda test integration, where you can scale your test execution. So let's assume that you have a test case and it's working on a particular version of browser, right? But then you want to execute in, let's say, Firefox 90, right? So how you can execute it, or you want to use Safari with a particular kind of iOS version, how you can do it. So you have to integrate it with cloud-based test execution service provider like Browser Stack, Sauce Lab, Lambda Test. Any one of these we will pick and we will do it. We'll do proper interview preparation, how to prepare. That session will happen. Then we will do 4 mock interviews uh, to understand that, okay, what kind of question the interviewer can ask, how to present yourself. So generally it will take, if you make a total, it will take around 34 hours. That will be around every week if we'll do 3 to 4 hours. Around 10 to 15 week it will take. Right? That's why I'm saying it will take 3 months, 3 to 4 months. And I don't want to go in a very fast paced way that, okay, somehow complete it and go ahead. No, no. We want to do it in a very practical way, how you want to learn. And another part is we will do it in 3 languages, basically two, like Java and JavaScript both, so that you will have essence of both. Okay, in Java it works like this, in JavaScript it works like this, and then choose later on that which is where you want to do the mastery, right? If you think that no, no, JavaScript is very interesting, let's learn more about it and then implement the framework in your own organization or in future with the JavaScript, you will do it. If you think no, no, Java is good for me, and I want to implement the whole thing in Java itself, go with Java. That's why we are doing both the things, so that we will make the students here more capable, um, what we say, more in terms of job ready. Um, you know, if you want to switch the job, it's like this. Coming back to the things. Okay, I want to talk about how to start learning this. There is no prerequisite as of now with this course which we talked about, but the basic thing is we should know HTML, we should know CSS, we should know basic of JavaScript. Though we are going to cover all these things, then Java, TypeScript, and then the tool will come, right? Then actually Playwright will come. Then we will talk about Postman, how simple what we say API test works, and then we will convert it to API test automation. Okay, like this. Playwright for UI automation. Okay, and then Playwright for API test automation. In this way, it is. Right? Now the thing is how to learn all these things. You should not depend on. I'm not saying just for QA testology. I'm saying you should not depend on any trainer. Solely, you should not depend on any trainer or training institute to learn all these things, right? Training is a separate thing where people can, guide you, mentor you. They can talk about some concepts, but until unless you do your own practice, you find your own answers, you implement in a practical way, right? You will not be able to, remember it for a long time. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, basic things, you can learn it from W3 schools. So let me show that. W3 schools, probably everyone knows that it's a very famous website to learn most of related to front end thing. So if you see here, if you want to learn HTML, where it is, you can simply search here tutorial, right? HTML tutorial is there. CSS tutorial is there, JavaScript tutorial is there, right? See, if I click on JavaScript, I'll be able to learn it from here. We are also going to cover it. Don't worry about it. But I'm saying why to wait for anyone? If you are thinking to learn Playwright or any automation tool in the world, these are the basic things anybody should know. It's like this. Then TypeScript, there is a tutorial for the TypeScript also somewhere. TypeScript tutorial. Anybody want to see that? TypeScript tutorial. So TypeScript is what is a superset of what we say JavaScript, right? Only difference is in TypeScript, you can define that, okay, this is a string, right? In simple word, this is a particular kind of data type, and you can use the functions related to that. It's like this. Whereas in JavaScript, you don't have to say that this is a string, this is integer. Automatically, when you say let x is equals to 10, right? And then you check it, okay, what is the type of x? It will tell you whether it was integer or a string, right? It's like this. So there is a mystery in JavaScript. If you do a good level of coding, you understand it, you will be able to answer all the things related to data type and all. But so there is a this thing is there in JavaScript, but TypeScript people are using it because there in advance that what kind of data type you are using. So that resolves this thing to make it simple. Otherwise, it's very simple. Don't worry about it. We are going to teach you about all these things. Okay. Now, where is that part again? These things, then Java. So we'll talk about Java and complete a basic Java thing. But then again, it will require a lot of effort from your end also. So Java part, basically what I have done is, if you see the playlist with the QA testology, I have created good amount of simple, practical videos with proper example. If you follow these things, there is a Java is easy playlist. I made the name itself as Java is easy, because I want to showcase that it's easy. People are thinking that no, no, it's very difficult. Coding is not their cup of tea. If you're working on testing, the industry is moving in such a way that if you want to grow in the testing hierarchy, QA hierarchy, you must know automation. And when we say automation, there are two types. One is nowadays codeless automation or low code automation, and then coded automation. See, 90% of the companies are using coded. There only 10%, let's say, are these who want to do with codeless automation. But still, if you want to use the codeless automation, there are tools where you have to do some kind of scripting also. You have to customize something. Then you should know about the programming. Don't worry about it. If you will do it in a focused way, all these things, you'll be able to understand it. Some of the topics, I'll take it from here. Some complex topics, some basic thing which everyone should know. There is a myth around a particular kind of concept. So I'll take that thing. Otherwise, what I'm going to do is, okay, I'll give the assignment, okay, complete this session, and let's summarize it. Let's do a particular question which will cover all these things. It's like this. To learn about a, a basic about JavaScript, that also I have already created. I'll repeat it. So I'm going to repeat all these things, but I just wanted to show that to learn in a systematic way, there is already a playlist I have created how JavaScript works. If you want to write the loop in JavaScript, how you can write it, how you can do some kind of binary search, all those things. Um, in fact, about Selenium, if you want to do with Java, that is a separate thing. I have created this playlist. API testing, because we will be doing API testing using Playwright. So basics of API testing, why API testing is important, how it works, what kind of method we have, how you work with the postman, right? So those basic things I have put it here in this particular playlist. You can simply search API testing with Postman using by QA testology. You will get this thing. Okay. So these are the things. But having said that, we are going to do all these things in such a in like we will talk about HTML first, do a practical, we'll do CSS thing, do a practical, we'll talk about JavaScript in detail. This will be in detail. In detail, we are going to do it. Then we will talk about TypeScript in detail. Then Java part, yes, this will come. This will be also in detail, but supported by some existing tutorial, right? And then you can come up with your questions, anything. Then Playwright for UI automation we will do. Then Postman basics we will do. And then we will do API test automation using Playwright. This will be the bigger part. Most of your time will be here. And then this is kind of prerequisite thing we will do before we start the Playwright. So we'll not directly jump to the Playwright and write the code for the test automation. No, no. That's not the right way actually. Okay, so we are not going to do in that way. Fine. Now, do you have any query related to, if you have anything related to this tutorial about the course and all, be here, okay? Or we will send this detail later on. Let's jump to the practical part now.